I came across a report today highlighting the concerning trend of declining reading and math scores among U.S. students. The reporter suggested that parents should hold teachers and school boards accountable for this drop. While I definitely agree that teachers and school boards play a crucial role in shaping our children's education, I am convinced that parents like us have an even more significant impact on our children's overall success and motivation to learn. My wife has been a dedicated middle school math teacher for several years, and I have had the privilege of witnessing her passion firsthand. Countless evenings are spent where we engage in discussions about the diverse challenges her students face, particularly the difficulty of motivating them to develop a genuine interest in learning. I often remind her that ultimately, fostering that motivation is something beyond her control. It must come from the students themselves. Reflecting on my own experience raising five children, I've noticed a powerful correlation between our active participation in their education and their academic performance. From an early age, we made it our mission to instill a love of learning in our children. I think back to my time in Taiwan, where the educational landscape was particularly intense. Only about 1 in 10 students had a realistic chance of gaining admission to college. In that environment, students underwent rigorous testing at every educational stage, and many high schoolers dedicated 3 hours each evening to review classes in order to sharpen their knowledge. When my children embarked on their educational journeys, they were already reading above grade level, an achievement that didn't stem from any inherent advantage on our part, but rather from our consistent efforts. My wife and I made it a priority to read to them every night, transforming bedtime into a cherished ritual filled with stories and adventures. We consciously limited their screen time, steering them away from sitting idly in front of the TV or getting lost in video games, and instead engaged them in interactive learning activities, such as educational games and library visits. The emphasis on early reading played a pivotal role in nurturing their love for books and expanding their vocabulary. Math, however, presents a different narrative. It's often undervalued as a critical life skill, despite its importance. Just tune into some of the callers of Dave Ramsey's shows, and you'll hear firsthand the real world implications of financial literacy, which depends heavily on math proficiency. Fortunately, each of our children excelled in math because we prioritized their homework and provided support whenever they encountered challenging concepts. We created a routine where we worked through problems together, reinforcing their understanding and building confidence. I completely understand that not every parent feels confident in math or knows how to assist their kids, but I want to highlight the wealth of resources available today. Websites like Khan Academy, interactive apps, and online tutoring services can make a noticeable difference in a child's comprehension and attitude towards math. Moreover, my wife and I always prioritized attending every parent-teacher conference and engaged in one-on-one conversations with teachers, especially if our children were facing difficulties in any subject. This proactive approach allowed us to stay informed about their progress and collaborate on strategies to enhance their learning experiences. So, what I really want to convey is that as parents, we possess immense influence over our children's school performance, often more than teachers and school boards combined. By actively engaging in your child's education, demonstrating that you care about their academic journey, and taking an active role in their learning, you're likely to see a positive transformation in their attitude and enthusiasm towards education. And you may even find that they succeed even in a bad school environment.